So today we're going to be doing photo editing. A lot of people ask, how do you make your photos look so good? Actually, no one asks how I make my photos look so good, but it would be really nice if they did. All that said, today you're going to learn how to make your photos look better. All for free. So, before you head to Walgreens and print out those prints, let me show you a few tips and tricks with a free app that can make your photos look so much better. First, you're going to want to go to the App Store or Google Play Store and search for Snapseed. From there, you want to open Snapseed, and you can tap anywhere to open a photo. As you can see, I have a few other edits in there, but I'm going to head to my camera roll and open this one that I've chosen specifically for this project. I picked this photo for a couple of reasons. First, it's of my kid, who's cute as hell. Second, they have some trash in the background that I'd kind of like to mask. And third, there's a whole lot of color. So, without further ado, I'm going to click on the little pencil at the bottom right, click Tune Image, and then click Auto Adjust. Now you're not going to see a whole lot happen here because the camera on the iPhone 7 is pretty darn good and can balance on its own. The toggle at the very top right will show you the difference when you push and hold between the original and the edits that it's trying to apply. Of course, as I tap it, and you can't see me tapping it, you won't really see much of a change because, again, the camera on the iPhone 7 is pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead and move my finger up and down in the middle of the picture, and that'll give me different options that I can choose to up the brightness, contrast, highlights, etc. As an example, I usually like to slide my finger all the way to the right to see exactly what's going to happen there, or all the way to the left, again, just to get an idea of where our balance is, how I would like it to actually turn out. So now something like this at a brightness lower than original, I can push and hold the top button and then let go. I can push and hold and let go and see my changes in real time. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. So I'll hit the little checkmark box at the bottom right to apply it. I'm only going to do two other quick edits to this photo. One is to mask everything else in the background without really ruining it. So I'm going to click the pencil and go over to this lens blur filter. This gives you that blurry digital SLR feel that you get from very expensive cameras, even if you're only shooting from an Android or iPhone. So here you can pinch and zoom to expand the lens blur, and this will add both a blur as well as a vignette around everything else. So this keeps you focused on the subject that you want, not the trash in the background. So again, applying something like this, pinching and zooming until I get the correct type of transition that I'm looking for, and if I push and hold the button at the top right, I can see here's the original, here's everything with the lens blur applied. I'm going to scale it back in a little bit just so I can really hide that junk in the back, and then click the OK button at the bottom right. Of course, I can hit the pencil and use the crop tool that they have at the top right here, but I like the aspect ratio of this, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it and let the blur filter out all the junk and trash in the background. As a final thing, to give it a professional touch, I'm going to click on the pencil, then scroll up until I get to frames, and from here I can choose something to give it a little bit more of a feel per se. I have a dozen or so, well, 24 frames or so to choose from, everything from some retro print to some nice sharp crisp stuff to something that looks like it was ripped out of an old photo book. So whatever your preference, click a frame that you enjoy, hit the checkmark box at the bottom, and then finally click Save at the top. When you hit Export, this will create a new copy of your picture, so it's not going to overwrite your picture. Your original is never touched. Whenever you export this photo, this is a whole new photo that you can then print, and this is what you can take to Walgreens to print out. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, leave some in the comments, and we'll go over more of these tools in the future. Thanks for watching.